Please be seated. Good afternoon. I now call to order the 168th graduation of Palmer College of Chiropractic West in San Jose, California on the 15th day of March, 2024. Dr. Jeanette Lamori, Palmer West Associate Professor, will present today's invocation.
Please stand. Thank you. Please stand and join me in spirit for this invocation address. Please join me in a moment of reflection with thanks. Let us pray silently together, each one of us according to our own individual beliefs, recognizing our diversity in beliefs, values, and faith traditions, but honoring our unity in love and gratitude for these graduates. I invite you to reflect quietly on all the magic that the future holds for the 168th graduating class of Palmer West College of Chiropractic. It is truly a joy to be here in person today and to be celebrating these amazing humans. To congratulate them on all their hard work and to celebrate the completion of this phase and encourage them for all that awaits. I give thanks to you, God, for your unconditional love, guidance, and direction. I ask on behalf of those gathered here that you bless each of these grads and everyone connected to them. Give them the grace to make the difference for the betterment of humanity wherever their lives and careers may lead them. Bless those who have made their success thus far possible, family, spouses, friends, mentors, educators, staff, and the list goes on. For all the graduates, we ask that they make a significant contribution to the health and welfare of everyone they meet and touch. Let the feelings of love, kindness, and positivity run through their lives and into their actions. Help us to look to the past with gratitude and to the future with hope. Continuing to reflect with thankfulness, ask that good fortune, prosperity, safety, and the desire to continually learn be always with this class. I especially ask you, Divine Spirit, to bless these future doctors. We thank you for their completion of the arduous chiropractic program, and please guide them with their newly acquired skill set, help them find joy in their servitude, fill them with grace, and may each graduate be a blessing to every life they connect to. Please guide these grads in service and joy. Thank you. Amen. You may now have a seat.
Thank you, Dr. Lamori. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Greg Snow, and as the Senior Campus Administrator and Dean of Academic Affairs for Palmer's West Campus, I have the honor and privilege of welcoming everyone today to our Winter 24 commencement. This is a joyful day for all of us, and I want to thank you for being here to celebrate and recognize the achievements of the graduating students. Normally at this point in time, I try to get your enthusiasm up. I can see that's completely not necessary, so thank you in advance for bringing it. Since entering the program in January of 2021, members of today's graduating class have navigated a challenging route to reach this graduation stage. They've adjusted accordingly, overcome adversity with their impressive perseverance, determination, and resiliency. And they graduate today exemplifying the ideals and quality standards expected of Palmer doctors of chiropractic. I imagine that our graduates are experiencing a variety of emotions, including well-deserved pride and a sense of accomplishment, and perhaps some nervousness and anxiety about what lies ahead. I want to assure you, the future of the chiropractic profession has never been brighter. These graduates will enter a profession that is significantly different from the one I entered over 30 years ago. At that point in time, there was very little research on chiropractic. Today, there is so much, it's hard to keep up with. Palmer has led the profession in advancing chiropractic research. The Palmer Center for Chiropractic Research now regularly conducts high-quality research studies in collaboration with some of the biggest names in healthcare research in the country. They contribute substantially to the research base supporting chiropractic's approach to healthcare. This research has broken down barriers and created opportunities for our new graduates. One example is the relatively recent establishment of postdoctoral research fellows at Yale, Harvard, and Duke medical schools. And I'm proud to note that 2 of those fellowships were filled with Palmer West graduates. Chiropractic's role in the Veterans Health Affairs is another area of opportunity that has been opened through research. There are now more than 300 chiropractors working for the VA, a number that continues to grow. There are 10 federally funded VA residencies for the chiropractic service, and Palmer graduates have filled more of them than any other institution. Palmer's West Campus also has a long and strong legacy as a leader in sports chiropractic. It may have been the first chiropractic college to pioneer a student chapter through the American Chiropractic Association Sports Council in the mid-1990s, when sports chiropractic was a budding specialty. Our commencement speaker today, Dr. Rich Robinson, was one of those pioneers, and we look forward to hearing from him later in the program. Many other Palmer West alumni and faculty have taken leadership positions in the field of sports chiropractic and advanced the specialty and chiropractic's ability to enhance performance, injury prevention, and recovery for athletes. Palmer graduates have also advanced the profession through their work in employer-based health centers, the Department of Defense, professional advancement, and academia. As a result, today's doctors of chiropractic have career paths in private practices, at interdisciplinary clinics, in hospitals, in academia and research, and for sports teams. In these roles, chiropractors provide safe, effective, cost-effective, drug-free care for musculoskeletal pain and more to tens of millions of patients every year. Palmer College graduates are not only great doctors, they are leaders and visionaries who advance chiropractors' recognition and reputation as the primary care professionals for spinal health and well-being. To the members of Palmer West's 168th graduating class, as you transition today from student to doctor, I encourage you to embrace the opportunities in front of you with the same sense of passion and optimism that has fueled your journey to reaching the stage today. You are the future of the profession, and I'm confident that each one of you will make a difference, will change lives, and will make your communities a better place each day in many ways. So, before we proceed with the balance of today's ceremony, will the audience please join me in recognizing and celebrating today's graduating class. I'd like to recognize another group of achievers who are equally deserving of praise and recognition for their collective role in enabling these soon-to-be doctors to reach the graduation stage, and that would be our outstanding faculty. The faculty at Palmer West are praiseworthy for many reasons. They are responsible for providing the highest learning experience possible to future doctors of chiropractic. Our faculty fulfills their mission well with distinction and dedication. They, as individuals, enrich our profession and by doing so advance healthcare throughout the world, demonstrating why Palmer College has been and remains the trusted leader in chiropractic education. I'd like to offer some special recognition today to two of our faculty whose tenure is ending at the end of the week. Dr. Mehdi Musavi, who's been with us for the past 30 years, or more actually, and Dr. Jeanette Lamori, who's been with us for about 25 years. And so they're very long service and dedication. I'd also like to recognize the emeritus faculty sitting with our faculty today to be here to support our graduates. Would the past and current faculty please rise for recognition? Thank you. Speaking of dedicated support, the spouses, partners, parents, children, and friends of our graduating class are equally praiseworthy for helping them to complete their educational journey. Their love and encouragement provided inspirational energy that helped the members of the graduating class reach their goal. Their support was especially important, impactful, and appreciated given the challenges faced over the past 3 years. Will the spouses, partners, parents, and children of our graduates please rise for recognition? Chiropractic is the third largest organized healthcare profession, with over 100,000 doctors practicing in more than 90 countries around the world, of which approximately 1/3 are Palmer College graduates. In fact, at 30,000 strong, graduates from the 3 Palmer campuses comprise the profession's largest alumni network. In addition to the patients they serve in their offices, many maintain leadership positions in the profession and contribute to the advancement of chiropractic. They are the reason why the Palmer name has been synonymous with the highest standards of patient care for over 125 years. Will the Palmer alumni here please stand for recognition? We would also like to acknowledge individuals here today who have served our country. Would all the veterans and active duty military in the attendance, whether student, graduate, family member, or friend, please stand for recognition. We thank you for your service and sacrifice. Dr. Brian Nook, Palmer West Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, will now recognize the valedictorian and salutatorian and acknowledge fellow class members graduating with academic honors. Dr. Nook.
With this crowd, I can now explain so much about this group. It just all came crystal clear. B.J. Palmer recognized the doctor of chiropractic must use their heads, hearts, and hands to master the science, art, and philosophy to be the chiropractic for the best of their care for their patients. We now present a series of awards in recognition of the ideals of these 3 words represented for the chiropractic profession. The head is recognized through a series of awards acknowledging the academic achievements of students who've excelled throughout the course of their educational experience. The heart is recognized through the Virgil Strain Philosophy Award for the students' passion and philosophy of chiropractic. And hands are recognized by our Clinic Excellence Award, which honors the students' outstanding patient care delivery. First, I have the honor of beginning this portion of the program by recognizing the class members who have achieved our highest academic awards and graduate today as valedictorian and salutatorian. Would you please join me in honoring the valedictorian of the Palmer West 168th graduating class, Frida Kernan. Now let's offer a similar congratulations to the class salutatorian, Garrett Kelly. These students have distinguished themselves during the course of their Palmer West experience by demonstrating exemplary scholastic and clinical proficiency in which the administration and the faculty take immense pride. Congratulations again, Frida and Garrett, on a job well done. College would like to now recognize the collective members of today's classes who distinguished themselves during their educational experience at Palmer College West Campus and are graduating with academic honors. Members of the class who have achieved academic honors receive gold cords to wear with their graduation gowns. They're also presented with a special purple cord which signifies their induction into the Pi Tau Delta International Chiropractic Honor Society, the oldest and most distinguished honor society in chiropractic education. To receive this special recognition, students must have earned a GPA of at least 3.5 upon graduating. Considering the long, rigorous, and challenging dynamics of the Palmer West curriculum, students who are able to complete the program while maintaining a high GPA are to be commended for their achievement. We proceed with today's ceremony by recognizing the Winter 24 class members graduating today with academic and Pi Tau Delta honors. As I read your name, please stand. Graduating with summa cum laude and Pi Tau Delta honors, Garrett Kelly. Frida Kernan. Graduating with magna cum laude and Pi Tau Delta honors are Michael Chang. Macy Earl. Nick Hoekstra. Benjamin Lin. Graduating with cum laude and Pi Tau Delta honors are Merhawi Solizki. Brody Thompson. Congratulations, graduates, for a job well done. Our next award honors the memory of Dr. Virgil V. Strang, longtime professor at Palmer's main campus in Davenport, Iowa, founded in 1897 and regarded as the fountainhead of chiropractic education. Dr. Strang has a unique and honored place in chiropractic college history. His career spanned nearly 50 years, during which he distinguished himself as a chiropractic philosopher, anatomist, teacher, humanitarian, and practitioner, culminating with his appointment as the college's 7th president. He was equally respected by students and colleagues for the passionate manner in which he exemplified the philosophy, commitment, logic, and reasoning of the practice of chiropractic. The award we present to a member of each graduating class celebrates Dr. Strang's pride for the Palmer College and his passion for the chiropractic profession. Among other qualifications, the award selection process includes interviews of each candidate, who are also required to submit an essay related to chiropractic philosophy. It's my honor to present the Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award for the Winter 24 graduating class to Benjamin Lin. Congratulations, Benjamin.
And I have the pleasure of presenting the last of our academic awards. The Presidential Scholar Award is presented when a member of the graduating class displays the highest level of academic achievement by making the Dean's List, which requires a GPA of 3.5 or above, in each of the 13 quarters of our curriculum. Achieving this academic feat is a considerable challenge that requires a unique degree of focused dedication, which is why we aren't always able to present this Presidential Scholarship Award at each graduation. Today, however, I'm proud to present 5 of these awards. That's what I thought. As I call your name, would you please join me at the podium to receive your award? Garrett Kelly. Frida Gierman. Macy Earl. Nick Hoekstra. And Benjamin Lin. Congratulations, Garrett, Frida, Macy, Nick, and Benjamin, for your impressive achievement. Our next awards recognize outstanding clinical achievements. Dr. Tammy Clark, Palmer West Dean of Clinics, will now acknowledge members of the graduating class who participated in the college's Department of Defense and Veterans Affairs Student Rotation Program, followed by nominees of our Clinical Excellence Award and an announcement of today's honoree. Dr. Clark.
In addition to our campus-based clinics, Palmer College provides opportunities for our interns to further expand their patient care skills through participation in off-campus preceptorships and other special programs. Palmer's Department of Defense Veterans Affairs Student Rotation Program provides the unique and challenging opportunity for senior-level interns to serve our nation's active duty military and retired veterans while gaining valuable clinical experience and in an interdisciplinary environment. Chiropractic services were introduced in the VA healthcare system as a pilot program in 1999. As the demand for care increased, so did the number of VA locations offering chiropractic care, driven largely by veterans seeking non-pharmaceutical alternatives for relief of chronic pain. Thanks to Palmer's partnership with VA and DoD healthcare centers throughout the country, our students have the opportunity to learn from and assist multidisciplinary teams with providing care in our country's largest healthcare system. For a number of our graduates, this has led to postgraduate residencies and full-time appointments. I would like to recognize the members of today's graduating class who participated in Palmer's distinguished DoD VA student rotation program. As I call your name, please stand. Macy Earl. Benjamin Lynn. And Mai Tien Vo. Congratulations, Macy, Benjamin, and Mai Tien. And I want to thank you for your service to our military community. It's particularly special to me, as many of you know, because I proudly serve as a chiropractic clinician with the local VA healthcare system, and I also have a son who serves in the active U.S. military. Thank you for serving all of you. It is also my honor to present the Winter 2024 Clinical Excellence Award. This award recognizes the member of today's graduating class who best exemplifies the skills and qualities expected of a Palmer chiropractor during their year-long experience in the Palmer West clinics. Nominations are received from our whole clinic team of full-time, part-time faculty based on their demonstrated excellence with patient evaluation and diagnosis, chiropractic technique and procedures, diagnostic imaging, case management, professionalism, and service to our clinical community. Our clinic team discusses the nominees to determine the award recipient, which is not an easy task, as often there are multiple candidates deserving of such recognition, and I have to say it is a moment of honor for us when we discuss these nominees, and it's a difficult time to decide who the recipient is because these nominees are all incredibly, incredibly deserving. Before we present today's award, I would like to recognize all of the nominees. Please stand for recognition. Hainsley Cagdon. Andre Aubert. Sarah Kennedy. Gregory Nelson. Chandler Obermeyer. And Brody Thompson. And after difficult deliberation, the Palmer West Winter 2024 graduating class Clinical Excellence Award recipient is Brody Thompson. Congratulations, Brody, and each of our Clinical Excellence nominees for a job well done. I would like to now invite Palmer West student Nicholas Hicks to the stage to present special awards on behalf of the Associate Student Government. Nick?
All right, as some of you may know, we have a previous ASG president in the graduating class today. Now, if anyone has attended a previous graduation or one of his speeches, you know the excitement and energy he brings to everyone as soon as he takes the mic. However, he's never been on the receiving end of one of those profound entrances, and I want to send him off with the best one yet. So, I'm asking all of you for your help with this to make it as loud as possible when I give you the signal. Are you ready? How's it going, everybody? Pretty electric, right, Greg? I kind of cheated when I asked for help, but I needed it. As we gather here today to celebrate the promise of your future, it's just as important to acknowledge the accomplishments of your past, no matter how small. There's an important theme that I'd like to remind the graduates of. Never forget the path you traveled that led you here today. It's important to reflect on yourself, especially in the last 3 years, on how your experiences have refined you into who you are today. It's normal to lose sight of this when you are constantly surrounded by the hustle and bustle of patient care. Your days become so consumed with addressing patients' concerns, injuries, and lives, it leaves little time and energy for this self-reflection. Take this moment to think back to your first quarter here and appreciate the growth that has happened since then. Reflect on the friendships that were made at the start of this journey and the ones that developed along the way. How little you knew then and how much you know now. The difficulty of managing the anxiety and stress before an exam, now the daily stress of a successful adjustment. Remember how Dr. Doe would put the fear of God into you with his histology quizzes, especially when he only lectured on the material the day before. Doesn't seem so bad now compared to what you were dealing with. Now it's managing complex patients with a laundry list of comorbidities and red flags. That really makes you want to wear your brown pants the entire week. This reflection and change in perspective is invaluable. As you leave here today, keep in mind, remember your beginnings, the challenges that you have overcome, and the growth that's been achieved. It's these foundations that will ground you for the many challenges and hardships that are yet to come. But if there's any cohort of graduates that I believe can handle these challenges, it's this one. Your presence on campus and the respect you earn from your peers is unmatched. Your roles as tutors, mentors, and leaders motivate the rest of the student body to follow your example and strive to reach the bar you have all set. On behalf of the entire student body, I extend our deepest appreciation to our mentors and friends of this class for your unwavering support and guidance. To help commemorate and provide a physical reminder for your service to the school and your cohort, I will now be presenting 2 awards. The Associated Student Government Student Service Award, better known as the ASG Service Award, and the Fellowship Award. The ASG Service Award is given to previous members of the ASG team that have performed their duty with integrity, accountability, and leadership. We have 3 of these awards, so when your name is announced, please accept your award and remain up here until everyone has been announced so we can get a picture. The first individual served as ASG Treasurer during the 2022-2023 term. While it's not the fanciest title, his role ensured that there was funding available for all the events during his service. His expansive humor makes him someone easy to talk to and hard to forget. Please join me in congratulating Rahim Mahboubi for his service. Next, we have an individual that served as ASG Sports Director during the 2022-2023 term. His calm attitude and demeanor would distract you from his extremely competitive personality. He's probably most well known for his work with the Best and Last Turkey Bowl. Please join me in congratulating Brody Thompson for his service. saving the best for last. This individual served as ASG president during the 2022 to 23 term. He is always willing to help other people and would give the shirt off his back, even if it was his last one. He had one of the more important jobs in directing and managing his team. Please join me in congratulating Gregory Gregors Nelson. Last, we have the Fellowship Award. The Fellowship Award is a unique award as it is chosen by the members of the graduating class. The class votes for an individual who has shown commitment, dedication, and selflessness throughout their time at Palmer West. The recipient of this award is someone they believe to have been a leader as well as a positive influence throughout the past 13 quarters, both within the profession and within the class itself. The individual chosen by this class, and who I also wholeheartedly believe is the right person to receive this esteemed award for the graduating class of winter 2024, is Frida Kiernan. Thank you all again for everything you have done for West Campus and the student body. I speak for everyone when I say that we are excited but also saddened to see you leave us behind and develop into the phenomenal chiropractors we know you will become. Palmer West student Christina Landreth will now present awards on behalf of Palmer West Sports Council program.
Nick hid my speech. I found it, we got it. So thank you. As Nick kind of mentioned, on behalf of Sports Council, it is my honor to recognize tonight's graduating class. You have all been vital members of the Palmer West community as club leaders, campus guides, tutors, mentors, interns, teammates, and friends. So congratulations. The Palmer West Sports Council was started by tonight's commencement speaker, then a student, Dr. Rich Robertson, and Palmer West faculty, Dr. Souza and the late Dr. Feinberg. Since its beginning, it has been a vibrant part of the Palmer West campus. This organization allows students an opportunity to provide chiropractic care in our community, engage with leaders in the industry, and promote the chiropractic profession. We recognize tonight an individual who is integral to keeping the spirit of Sports Council alive. As an event coordinator for the 2022 and 2023 school years, her efforts afforded us the opportunity to provide care at numerous sporting events across the Bay Area. Her organization, dedication, and character are unmatched. I have no doubt that she will continue to be a true leader in the chiropractic profession. Please join me in congratulating tonight's Sports Council Service Award to Macy Earl. I was really nervous about the handshake, so I'm glad that she... So Palmer West student Fernando Vaca will now present awards on behalf of Palmer West Campus Guides.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fernando Vaca, and I am here today on behalf of Campus Guides. Campus Guides was a group at Palmer West that helped incoming students with their path to Palmer. We provided tours of the school, acted as mentors for new and prospective students, and helped with events around the school. It is with great pleasure that we recognize the dedication and commitment of our graduating Campus Guides and mentors. These individuals played pivotal roles in our first impressions of Palmer, and they also helped shape our beginning experiences with their invaluable guidance and support that they were constantly offering. As I present these awards, let us acknowledge the immense impact that these individuals have had on our campus community. Through their passion, knowledge, and genuine care, they not only showcased the best parts of our small campus, but they also served as mentors, role models, and friends to countless individuals. Now, as I read your name, I would like to invite each campus guide up here, one by one, to receive your guys' awards. Macy Earl. Frida Kearney. Brody Thompson. And Rami Snouty.
Congratulations to our student award honorees, and thank you for your collective service. Once again, I have the honor of introducing Frida Kiernan for the presentation of today's valedictory address. Frida.
Thank you, Dr. Nook. Wow, I am beyond ecstatic to be here today to share this momentous occasion with family, friends, faculty, and my dearest fellow graduates. As valedictorian of the Palmer West 168th class, I want to take you on our educational journey. A 3.5-year journey that started in January 2021, just 8 months after the world was literally hamstrung by the uncertainty and fear prompted by COVID. It was at this time that it reminds me of my heritage. My mother's family immigrated from Germany and my father from Ireland. They left behind their loved ones in search of a new home in a new country, just as I and so many of my other classmates did. We came from around the world to learn from the esteemed Palmer West faculty, remotely and in person, as our educators dug deep to figure out how to meet the highest standard of quality education within the intimidating reality of COVID. As imposing as this task was, Palmer West did it. Grads, in those early months, you shared that you felt like I did, like a deer in the headlights. We were overwhelmed by the sheer volume of course content, literature, shoulder ortho clusters that jostled for room in our brains day after day after day. I'm looking at you, Dr. Nook. We were intimidated by hours of class, lab, and study time. We were challenged by a seemingly inhumane number of exams, dozens every quarter, and let's not forget having to perform hundreds of chiropractic adjustments. The pace seemed relentless, but we were strong. Miraculously, it all began to sink in. We stretched, we grew, we got it. We learned to appreciate the tremendous amount of work it is necessary to take to be a competent, licensed chiropractor. We pushed ourselves with late night study sessions fueled by a little bit too much caffeine, which we all know I tolerate very poorly. We celebrated the small wins, sometimes a little too hard. Picture this, at the end of every quarter, 30 or so of us gathered at picnic tables, may or may not have been on school property, popping the corks of sophisticated adult beverages that may or may not have been champagne. It was a ritual we repeated every quarter without fail because it helped us put behind the old challenges and embrace the new. It was a tradition that I will miss. Why? Because the small wins added up to the big wins as we inch closer to the finish line. Our last liquid picnic was in September 2023, and it was bittersweet to say the least. The thrill of having completed our final exam was tempered by the sobering realization that our time together was ending. As we embark on our careers, we may still have those days where we feel like a deer in the headlights. We don't have the luxury of calling on our clinicians to double check our work, and now we shoulder the full responsibility for treatment decisions. However, it somehow feels okay. Palmer West has taught us well. I've seen my peers work tirelessly through some pretty challenging times. I know that their due diligence will propel them into successful professional careers, especially with the support of loved ones. Speaking of loved ones, I'd like to extend a huge thank you to the fan base that's here today. Significant others, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, mentors. In short, everyone who cared enough to give us a nudge here, a nudge in the right direction. It means a great deal to those whom I'm sharing the stage with today. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and the occasional plea to the musculoskeletal gods. I could not have asked for a better class to have shared this journey with. Keep this between us, but I seriously think we have the best cohort. We came from all over the globe, then dispersed across North America to complete preceptorships. That was the final hurdle of our education. Now we're back today, celebrating this full circle experience. We're energized to do what we're meant to do. As the late civil rights activist, Dr. Maya Angelou said, "If you find it in your heart to care for somebody else, you will have succeeded." We care about our clients and their families. We have succeeded. While we no longer live within a few miles of each other, the world is our virtual oyster. We'll create memories during the future getaway trips and conference meetups. The champagne will be on me. This may or may not be one of the last times we're all in one room together, so let's savor these moments and celebrate once more today with champagne, this time on the school's dime. I'll see you out in the lobby. Congratulations again to my fellow graduates. I could not have made it to this stage without your support, encouragement, and mentorship. The memories we created will last a lifetime. The laughs, the tears, the beers. I'll cherish them all. I am in awe of all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Frida, and cheers. Appreciate those heartfelt words and look forward to toasting you and all of you later. During the past 4 decades, the field of sports chiropractic has grown to a point where virtually every major collegiate, professional, and Olympic team includes a chiropractor on their staff, and Palmer College graduates are well represented on these teams. Our commencement speaker today is Dr. Richard Robinson. A 1996 Palmer West graduate, Dr. Robinson has played an instrumental role in building Palmer's sports chiropractic pedigree and serving as an ambassador for the chiropractic profession globally. Dr. Robinson originally aspired to a career in sports broadcast journalism. While pursuing that career, he suffered an injury, became frustrated with the lack of progress from traditional treatment, and sought chiropractic care. The results were immediate, inspiring him to pursue a career as a doctor of chiropractic. He switched colleges and majors, earning his honors Bachelor of Science degree in kinesiology in 1993 from the University of Waterloo. He enrolled at Palmer West, where he retained his interest in athletics, and was the primary architect behind the creation of Palmer West Sports Council program in 1994. To this day, Palmer Sports Council provides students with the opportunity to gain valuable clinical experience and classroom experience treating athletes at sporting events around the area. Dr. Robinson has maintained a sports-focused practice, Altitude Collaborative Health in Calgary, Alberta, for more than 25 years. Further exemplifying his Palmer pride and dedication, Dr. Robinson has returned to campus virtually every year to teach sports chiropractic elective and serve as a supervising clinician at Sports Council events. Dr. Robinson brings with him a wealth of experience, providing students with insightful perspectives from nearly 30 years of patient care and his sports chiropractic experience as a member of the Canadian Olympic Committee, during which he provided care for Team Canada athletes at the Winter Olympics in 2006, 2010, 2014, and 2022, and the Summer Games of 2008. Dr. Robinson has also served athletes from several of Canada's other national sports organizations, including the Canadian Freestyle Ski Team, Speed Skating Canada, Hockey Canada, Bobsled, Skeleton Canada, Canada Cycling Association, and Alpine Canada. Go Canada. Throughout his career, Dr. Robinson has demonstrated an unwavering willingness to go the extra mile for Palmer and for the chiropractic profession. And his participation in today's ceremony is another example of his go the distance mentality. Would you please join me in welcoming today's commencement speaker, Dr. Richard Robinson.
Thank you very much, Dr. Snow. If anyone knows me just a little bit, they know exactly how terrified I am. Thank you very much for that introduction and graduating class for inviting me to be here on this incredibly special day for you guys. Congratulations on your amazing achievement. You've navigated a difficult and demanding program, and you had unexpected headwinds as well. You had to deal with the global pandemic and its effect on learning, which was difficult, especially for a hands-on profession. And in your 5th quarter, you learned that the institution was closing soon after you graduated, and the student body would become smaller as you progressed through the program, among other issues, especially for some of our international students. But you maintained your focus and your dedication. The good news is that you'll soon see that it's all worth it as you embark on your careers as doctors. As you may know, doctor is derived from the Latin word docere, which means to teach. You have been the student, and now it's your turn and privilege to guide your patients to better health. The Palmer West faculty and administration have always championed and supported its students to chase what dreams they may have and how those dreams contribute to chiropractic progress. Whether you're in the arena of sports chiropractic, politics, advanced education, leading chiropractic colleges, or in business such as the growth of clinics and campuses like Google and Apple, or being game changers in the access of chiropractic to our veterans. Our alumnus have done amazing things, and this is even more impressive given the small size of our school. I'm not suggesting that you need to make changes at a national level, but I am suggesting you continue this legacy of excellence in your community and in your practice. Palmer West has ensured that our degrees have become more recognized over time. I know many of you have seen this when you've attended events, seminars, and conferences outside Palmer West. When you mention that you're a Palmer West student or a Palmer West graduate, there's instant recognition that you have attended a great institution. I brought this with me because I happen to have it from about 40 years ago. This is what I had in my dorm room when I wanted to go to chiropractic college. It's the handbook from Palmer West, and on it, it says, "We have our roots in tradition and on the vision of tomorrow." And that's exactly what Palmer West is all about. Now it's time to now it's your turn to create your vision for your future and set some goals. This won't come without adversity, but it's how you manage those obstacles that will create the legacy for your career. You've already set many goals for yourselves and you've achieved them. And now that you've graduated and completed or nearing completion of all your board licensing exams, it's time to set some professional and personal goals. But keep in mind that it's not just about setting goals, it's about achieving them. Dream boldly. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." And that's because your dreams must exceed your ability your current ability to achieve them. I remember my clinician, Dr. Cook, asking us in CDS class, where do you want to see yourself in 5 or 10 years? And for me, it wasn't just about my career, but also family life, and they are very important to have in balance. Success in this profession is not individual. It takes a lot of support from our family, our friends, and our partners. And behind every one of our graduates here, there's been a team that you've all relied on. And clearly, many are in this room and deserve a great deal of recognition. Now let's set some goals. Create a vision statement and put a timeline on it. And make it substantial while following your personal values. Consider your passions. What do you like doing? Create the environment you want to work in, and with those who you want to work with. And set goals that fit the future that you want to see for yourself. This helps you give a sense of direction, motivation to see the bigger picture, and will give you a sense of control over your future. I would not have been able to achieve my goals if I hadn't defined what they were and tried to find inspiration to achieve them. I made the goal to represent my profession as a member of the Canadian Olympic team many years before the first chiropractor was ever a member of that team. I also remember as an intern wanting to complete my clinical requirements at Palmer West within a couple of quarters so that I could focus on other goals I'd set for myself. And on my day timer, I divided the amount of patients I needed to see in that period of time and tried to make sure that by the end of every week, I saw that number. This enabled me to focus on the creation of treatment plans for my patients that produced outcomes. But however you choose to set your goals or dreams, remember that you can't achieve anything that you haven't set for yourself. It helps to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. So in choosing the next steps in the profession, I encourage you to find mentors and colleagues that you can rely on that will help motivate you through your goals. I was fortunate enough to find that at this school when we set out to start a sports program almost 30 years ago. The administration supported us financially, while the faculty assembled a team of motivated students and stood beside us in the creation of the program, while attending sporting events with us and educating us in this growing specialty discipline. Look for support when you need it, whether that is the friends and family you have here today, or others in the healthcare field, or any of us within the Palmer family. I have a number of mentors to this day that I emulate while being able to reach out to if I have any questions or need any guidance. Building a successful mindset starts now. Don't doubt yourself. Stay positive through the tough times. Always be prepared to learn. And then share your success with others and help them build their legacy. You will have obstacles to overcome. The natural human response to an obstacle is to see it as a limitation and to stop all progress. Overcoming obstacles means more work and means that you may fail multiple times and that you need to do things differently. If you make a decision and it turns out to be wrong, don't hang on to it and move on. I have failed more times than I've succeeded. But the difference is that I may have had the courage and willingness to pivot around where others may not have tried. Booker T. Washington said, "Success is to be measured not by the position that one has reached in life, but as the obstacles he's overcome." You've all experienced obstacles in completing your education here at Palmer West, whether that be financial, a strain on your personal life, or the changes you experienced in your education after you committed to being a Palmer West student. You have turned these obstacles into an opportunity, and I want you to keep doing this. I remember being presented with a recognition at an event some years ago at Palmer West by Dr. Souza, and he reflected on how frustrating and demanding a student I was. He did say, however, though, that when anyone said no to Richard Robinson, he had to be careful, because that just may motivate him more. I also remember a comment from Dr. Jan Corwin, who was the first chiropractor to attend the Olympic Games with Team USA in 1988, and who was my preceptor. In referring to obstacles I'd experienced, he asked me, Why is it that whenever I tried to cross the street, there was traffic? But I didn't see it as a negative, I just saw it as part of the journey. Now create a legacy. Dr. Feinberg, who led the Palmer West Sports Council until his retirement, asked of every Sports Council president, what is your legacy going to be? He challenged each of his leaders to improve and advance the program. We create our legacy with every intentional or unintentional action we take. We all leave a legacy, but we are in control of what that legacy looks like. Serve your community with the best of your ability. Treat everyone with kindness and with the best care and diligence you can. And start creating your legacy today. We are all celebrating you today because of the excellent faculty and administration that we see in front of us and on stage. I want to congratulate you all on making the decision to attend Palmer West. But I also want to recognize you for staying and finishing your education at Palmer West. You made the right decision. I think it's also very important to recognize the faculty and administration that could have left to advance their career elsewhere or change careers, but instead committed to staying here to provide an excellent consistency of education, which is culminated in your graduation. The faculty and administrators chose to stay to ensure the integrity and the legacy that is Palmer West was maintained. The sacrifices that you've all made now lead to hope, excitement, and a very bright future. You've chosen a very worthy career. The education that you received at Palmer West has been excellent and now transitions into more into clinical learning. You'll make mistakes and you'll learn from conditions you may not have seen in your clinical careers yet. But remember to look past the symptoms to see the cause of the problem. Be open to learning, be humble and confident as you have a lot to offer your patients. It's called a chiropractic practice for a reason, and your experience will help you be the best chiropractor you can be the day you decide to hang it up. I learn all the time from my patients, and I must also say that over my 28 years of lecturing at Palmer West, I learned from the students, from being on the pulse of how the profession is progressing and the critical questions you might get from a fresh and bright mind. Embrace lifelong learning. I'm not exaggerating when I say I get to work every day and get joy out of making people feel better. It's for this reason that I can never see myself fully retiring, as I get as much from my patients as they may get from me. In fact, my son has decided to be a chiropractor because he came to work one day in grade 9, as all Alberta students do, for one day with their parents. And after I asked him, at the end of the day, he simply said, well, you didn't work. You simply talked to people all day. Brilliant, wrap that up. His perception was that I enjoyed the day so much it didn't appear to be working in his eyes. Remember, though, that your patient comes first. It's not about us. We chose a profession that requires us to be present, caring, and dedicated. Your reputation is all you have, and it takes time to build. Build up not by what you say, but by what you do. It takes longer, but it's more substantial and meaningful than a social media post. Finally, remember that Palmer West is more than a building. It's a community, a family that you'll always be part of, and you'll always be a part of the legacy of Palmer West. As you embark on this next chapter, carry forward the values, knowledge, and spirit of Palmer West, shaping a future filled with promise and achievement. You'll always be a Palmer graduate and a member of the Palmer West family. Congratulations once again on reaching this milestone. Your journey's just beginning, and I can't wait to see the incredible path you'll forge.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson, for those heartfelt and inspiring words. You have been a friend of mine for many years, and I can say with the utmost respect that you embody resilience and grit. Your passionate dedication as a Palmer West student and alumnus has helped pave the way for countless Palmer West students to build upon the Sports Council legacy that you helped create 30 years ago. Thank you again for the positive impact you have had on our profession. It is now my honor to present to Dr. Snow the 168th graduating class of Palmer College of Chiropractic West campus for conferral of the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. Dr. Snow.
There are go-getters in this class. I have to say the official part first. On recommendation of the Dean, Faculty, and Graduation Committee, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Palmer College of Chiropractic in the state of California, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic and all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining therein. Assisting me with the conferral of the degrees are Dr. Dalbert Betty, Palmer West Director of Clinics, who will read the names, and Dr. Makani Liu, Palmer West Professor, who will turn the hoods. Graduates, as Dr. Betty reads your name, please come up to receive your diploma.
Good evening, everybody. You all ready to exercise your vocal cords? Okay, awesome. So please help me with some thunderous applause for those that you know, and more importantly, probably, for those that you don't know. All right? Okay. Weighing in at... From Calgary, Alberta, Frida Kiernan. From Hollister, California, Garrett Michael Kelly. From Los Angeles, California, Raymar Shea Adams. All right. From Vancouver, BC, Shan Balagosa. From Chula Vista, California, David Berrigan. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Joseph Bell. From Vancouver, British Columbia, Hansley Cagden. From Kaohsiung, Taiwan, Michael Chang. Taichung, Taiwan, Shen An Chen. From Fremont, California, Patrick Zhu Liting Chu. From Estevan. Got it? Okay. Estevan, Saskatchewan, Macy Jade Earl. From Vancouver, British Columbia, Linford Gikianage. From South Lake Tahoe, California, Harkirat Mund Gurura. From Camarillo, California, Andre Hebert. From Pitt Meadows, British Columbia, Nick Hoekstra. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Sarah Nicole Kennedy. From Seoul, South Korea, Sungmin Lee. From San Jose, California, Benjamin Patrick Lin. From British Columbia, Canada, Rahim Saeed Mahidi. From Concord, California, Darren Angelo Miguel. From Pleasanton, California, Nikki Nassim Nasiri. From Burlington, Washington, Gregory David Nelson. From Eugene, Oregon, Chandler Obermeyer. I'd like to now call on to the stage co-presenters, Father Dr. David Ravetti, Sister Dr. Morgan Ravetti, and brother-in-law Dr. Skylar Campbell. From Reno, Nevada, Jillian K. Ravetti. From Vancouver, California, Merhawi Saleski. Wait, did I say Vancouver, California? Yeah! From Vancouver, Canada, sorry. From, oh, here's another CA. From Pittsburgh, California, Victoria Santelices. From Calgary, Alberta, Navjot Shergill. From San Francisco, California, Rami Isa Shnudi. From Calgary, Alberta, Brody Thompson. From Fresno, California, Oscar Torres. From Mountain View, California, Marissa Josephine Lee. From Pasco, Washington, Giovanni Vasquez. I'd like to now call on stage co-presenter, Sister Dr. Kim Vo. From Lathrop, California, Mai Tien Vo. From Houston, Texas, Roy Ibarra. right, and last but not least, from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Felicia Ann Zamora. Congratulations, everybody.
Students, prepare to take your chiropractic oath. Please repeat after me. In accordance with the science, art, and philosophy of chiropractic, and in consequence of my dedication to restoration of the sick to health, I promise and swear to keep to the best of my ability and judgment the following oath. I will adhere to the code of ethics espoused by the chiropractic profession. I will observe and practice professional conduct in relations with my patients, my colleagues, myself, and my profession. I will seek to preserve the integrity of my profession and help it to grow in service to the benefit of all humanity. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, violating neither their confidence nor their dignity, and in my association with these patients, I shall not violate that which is moral and right. I will provide regimen for the good of my patients according to my ability and my judgment. I will regard and refer to my fellow doctors with honor and dignity, giving credit for their dedication and commitment to the profession. I will continue to improve my knowledge and skill and be sincere in my resolution to justify the responsibility which this degree symbolizes and imposes. Will the students of the 168th graduating class of Palmer College of Chiropractic West change tassels? Congratulations, doctor! One, two, three. Congratulations, doctors! Let's give them one more round of applause. I want to
to thank you all for making this a wonderful time. I now adjourn the 168th graduation convocation at Palmer College of Chiropractic West Campus. Audience, please remain seated as the doctors and the faculty exit. Following the processional, families and guests of today's graduating class are invited to join us for a commencement reception in the foyer just outside the theater. And yes, there's champagne over there. On behalf of the administration, the faculty and the staff and students at Palmer West Campus, thank you for attending and celebrating this fantastic ceremony. Thank you.